It is down, game on. Devils win the first face-off here. And they will look to head into the zone immediately. Jimmy Alini to Ben Davis. He'll go glassing out on this one as the safest option, you feel. Good work by Davis, and here's Lacroix for the Devils. Lacroix! Off the shoulder of Kupski. Estes. He's got Alini with him. Here is Jimmy Alini. Alini with a shot. Glove down by Kupski, and that's probably the best spell for the Devils we've seen so far.
It is sustained pressure, but there's not real grade A chances coming off that.
Can Estes create one now? Brandon Estes onto the backhand save by Kupski, and there's your grade A chance, Franny. Lovely stuff by Pelini there, just to draw the puck back, play it to Fournier, who gets his legs moving. Gleason Fournier drops out, and it's tucked into the back of the net by Cole Sanford. And the Devils get their first of the night, and it's Cole Sanford with his 7th of the season.
It is, it's Cole Sanford on the end of it, but it's wonderful work. I think it was, first of all, Fournier, wasn't it? Jumping in there, and he's driven wide, he's kept to the outside. You can see it's a jump from Fournier, he is looking for some way, he gets a bit fortunate with the bounce. He's on the outside, Kupski takes away that near post, but it's great vision to see Cole Sanford on the back door.
And we've got a stick and a helmet down on the ice here now, as Pelini will look to go alone. He finally gets some help. Drops to Helgeson. Helgeson! Shot is blocked by T-Sink, who's been magnificent in this first 12 minutes or so. Fantastic exit by the Devils. Sanford behind him. And it drops out again, and Sanford tucks it in to an empty net. He doubles up, the Devils double up. They're 2-0 up on the night.
And once again, it's Sanford in a similar spot, isn't it? He's certainly sniffing the danger. He sees...
it's Evan Mosey.
It's Evan Mosey. It's a great exit from Joey Martin. Very, very patient play. Mosey does well gaining the zone, and he hasn't got too much on. He's coming at speed, so he goes for that shot off the pads, and that's a deliberate play by Evan Mosey. He's got the nice angle shot. He knows he's got the net drive there, and Sanford puts in for his second empty netter.
It's a lovely pass to Tyler Bush, but again, the Flames overcomplicating things here. Here's Riley Brandt. Has he got a step on Watson? He does. Riley Brandt into the glove of Kupski. We'll have to advance now, will the Flames? Jacome. Waller turns. Jacome it is. Fantastic defensive play by Gleason Fournier there, but a lovely turn by Jacome. Flames back to it here. Brown through traffic, safe bounds. 19 seconds for the Devils. Can they get a goal before the end of the first? Mosey at the point. To Kontos. There's a couple of passes on. Kontos with a shot. He didn't need a pass. It is sniped by Christian Kontos. And he's got 5 goals in 5.
Yeah, we talked about Olafchevsky in a great run of form with the points, but so is Christoph Kontos. You know, like you said, it's 5 in 5. And what I liked about that, it was a great bit of patience. There was lots of puck movement, waiting for something to open. And again, with the execution, Mosey settled it down. And look, he's looking for a pass, but as soon as he sees that top corner's available, he lets that shot go.
Travis Brown now for the Flames. Can they do anything here? No, they can't. Oh yes, they can. They turn, and it was a fantastic improvised shot by Travis Brown. And it takes a couple of knocks through. Bounds does save, and a chance out of nothing for the Flames. They were the play. He looked like it was dead. Fournier to Mosey. Devils over the line again into the zone. Mosey's got a reverse pass. Pelini is, and it bobbles up, and it's tapped into the back of the net by Gleason Fournier. It jumped up over Kupski. Fournier kept his stick low, and you'll never score an easier goal than that.
Or maybe a more unorthodox one. You've got both D up there leading the rush. It isn't ideal, but they do a good job of executing it. It's Fournier first. He gives the pass out wide, and then he goes to the net, stays there, and it's a bobbling play. But you know, at the end, it's good hand-eye coordination. It's, I'll say it again. Coordination is the word. But it's, you know, it's not a clean save, and they go into goal review here, maybe to see if it's a high stick, but are they maybe looking for a bit of goalie interference on the chop there? Has the puck, to me, hasn't gone dead. I think it's a good stick battle. It's a good stick battle, and I think Fournier does a good job of waiting for it just to drop down. Yeah.
For me, that's a goal.
I'd be
We'll
very
just
surprised if it's not.
wait on an official decision here. James Irons will head onto the ice. And it is a goal. The Devils have their fourth. Gleason Fournier has his third of the season. It was a baseball swing of a shot. Little bit of space here for Watson. Strang. Strang tries to go short side on bounds. Who's equal to that one? And Estes. Estes to Barrow. Barrow with a shot. Drops to McDonald. McDonald with a secondary one and a third shot by Christoph Kontos. Fournier ushers on his forwards who are on a line change, and now the Devils go long and find Lacroix. Oleszewski in behind the net. Kupski played it and he didn't get to it. And who is it but that man, Brett Ferguson, against his former club. Mistake by Kupski, and it's another tap into an empty net.
It's probably not the one Brett Ferguson dreamed of, but he'll take it nonetheless. It is a mistake from Kupski. To be fair to him, he's been so busy. I'm not surprised that he's lost concentration for a second there. But a lovely heads-up play by Koen Olofchevsky. To chip in, Kupski goes out to collect it, but it's a good forecheck, putting Kupski under pressure. He finds himself out of the net, and it's a wonderful touchback by Olofchevsky, who was on the forecheck, to Ferguson to tap into another empty net.
Curti to Jamal Watson, and he plays it back to his defensive partner. Lovely pass through the seam again towards Waller, and it falls out in front for the Flames. There's a couple of shots. Bounds very quick to both of those. Nixon again behind the net. To Watson. His shot through traffic takes a couple of deflections. Bounds with a great couple of saves there. Curti up to Waller. Waller. Alvaro tried to pop it out. It was Jacome at the back post. Watson got Curti alongside, goes alone, and the Devils clear again. Ben Bounds has lost his footing in the Devils' net, but the Devils won't mind. They've got a 2-on-1 developing here, and it follows through. Saved by Kupski, and Ben Bounds has stayed down here. Lovely takeaway by Mark Richardson. There's a 2-on-1 for the Devils now. Richardson, he had Davis ahead of him. Great block by Watson, and can Watson get the puck to Kugler? Yes, he can. 2-on-1 for the Flames now. Kugler! He snipes on Bounds. And on the power play, at the fourth time of asking, the Flames finally get a goal on the board.
And it came from a Devils rush, maybe getting a little bit too carried away in the game and the scoreline and gambling bodies, because giving up an odd man rush like that on the power play, probably better off just you can see 3 Devils involved below the hash marks there. Stretch pass, and Estes originally takes away the backdoor pass, the right thing, but it's a great finish by Jake Kugler.
And this is really good forechecking by the Devils, and it's dropped out in front. And again, Martin Samford, and it's a fantastic initial save, but Samford turns it into the back of the net, and it is a hat-trick for Cole Samford.
It's not the most classic Cole Samford hat-trick by any means, but that was sheer willpower. I mean, it was a lot of tic-tac-toe going on, patience. You can see that the Devils have got the lead and they're playing with it. It was fed back to Samford. The first stop was an absolutely wonderful reaction save by Kupski, and then it's just sheer willpower from Samford that pulls it over the line.
Samford now with 9 on the season. Will rotate around. Fournier. Back to Lacroix. Lacroix with a shot. And it's loose, and Kupski again with a glove on top of it. Knockback McDonald. Kontos. Mosey. This is fast puck movement by the Devils, and it's dropped behind, and it's a lovely play. And Josh McDonald on the power play for the Devils makes it 7-1.
Yeah, the Devils' power play units have had a bit of a shake-up. You can see the different combinations out there. Evan Mosey stepping up onto the power play to run the top there. And eventually it was again, an accumulation of so much time and ease with the puck here. Drops onto the stick, not once but twice, Josh McDonald.
And Josh McDonald should never have the opportunity to take a second shot in the slot on the power play. There should be guys converging all around him. Brandt won't go for him. Well, let's just get a shot away. He just drops it back to Riley Brandt, who plays it through traffic. It's collected by Cupskin, still loose here. And as the puck is cleared away, it was sublime for the Devils. It was simply lovely for the Devils. They beat the Guildford Flames by 7 goals to 1. What a performance, what dominance by the Devils.